All right, what's going on, everyone? My name is Cam Ashton, and I'm fired up to be your instructor for our DSM class. I was so excited about my DSM class when I was in my master's, about 8 or 9 years ago. Yeah, time flies. And so it's just a lot of fun going through pathology and diagnoses. And hopefully you've had the opportunity to flip through the book right now and familiarize yourself with some of the things that we're going to be discussing. Before we jump into some core stuff, just want to briefly go over who I am. So I'm an LCSW, and I am an active duty social worker. So I work for the Army here at Fort Bliss, Texas, and my job is to oversee the entire behavioral health mission, be it policy, macro work, community, individual therapy, or consulting with commanders. I like to call myself, as a therapist, a trauma-informed therapist. So I do a lot of practice with EMDR, CPT, PE, and I operate with the lens of what I like to call acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT. Any questions about any of that stuff, just let me know. Here for you. I'm also married to a social worker. My wife has been practicing social work for a long time as well. She too is an active duty social worker, so we both have very similar jobs. And we both have a couple children. We have one that's on the way, due in a few months now. So let's shift gears towards what this course is all about. So the DSM is an incredibly necessary book that we use in our field for a lot of different reasons. But what we want to do in this course here is I want you to approach this course and the DSM with the lens of criticism, like we would for everything. And I'm not saying criticism in the sense like this is bad, fight certain things, but just critique certain things, because the reality is the DSM is an imperfect book. I'd like to talk about the strengths of the DSM and then some of the weaknesses. And I'd like to help you understand some of the theory and concepts and perspectives on how we got to this point where we can diagnose and put people into individual diagnostic categories. Really looking forward to defining and strengthening your diagnostic skills and giving you tools to help you pick out some of the most common diagnoses. And when we can diagnose appropriately, what is the evidence-based treatment that we can do based on the diagnosis that we are seeing? Understand that though we have diagnostic categories, every one of us as human beings are very unique. For example, PTSD for one person is going to vary greatly to another person. So being able to understand our own individual presentation as informed by the systems we interacted with. Lastly, holding up a mirror. And so understanding our own biases, how we understand mental sicknesses, and how we can put our biases aside in order to be objective and provide the best care to our clients. Really looking forward to working with you. I too am a student at OLU. I am in my PhD. I am in my third year now studying suicidality amongst LGBTQ people in deeply religious communities. So though this is an online class, I am available for you. I'll try my very, very best to get back within 12 to 24 hours with any questions at all. Please just email me through the Outlook. My email is attached to the syllabus. One thing I will mention is I am a soldier, like I mentioned, and sometimes that entails I'll be going to the field here and there, and I may not have access to the internet. That's what happened last semester. So if that comes up, I will let you know. But that being said, I'll do my very, very best to get back to you. I'm not anticipating anything happening in the next 6 or so months. So I think we should be good, crossing fingers. Really looking forward to working with y'all, and let's have some fun.